Alright, may isang update tayo dito kay Crop Trip, isang reaction video, Committee of Finance and Subcommittee, October, ayan nangyari. At ito ay isang reaction video sa Rice Competitiveness Enhancement Fund or RCEP. At panoorin po natin ang kanilang repaso dito ni Rapi Tulfo, Senator, at mga senators, at panoorin po natin guys. Na further ado, let's go.
Poster can service 1,000 households, so it should be a group of people
Tama.
that will do it.
And how much is a composting machine?
800,000 po.
800,000. So, ano ho ba ang pag-purchase, procure ng composting machine? Is it
Bureau of Soil and Water
Director,
Management.
Director Nilo.
Balik ka dito. Ayan na.
Magandang hapon po, Honorable Chairperson and Honorable Senator Tulfo. Dr. Gina Nilo po from the Bureau of Soils and Water Management. So we have a program po on composting, and so the question is about how do we...
Which is na po itong composting program, ano po? Am I right? Which is na.
Yes, about
Right,
8 years
okay.
po.
And in this tip,
17.
Programa to, it's just fun. Oh, because of the high cost of fertilizer.
Yes, ma'am.
And you can produce fertilizer out of kitchen and garden waste. So I thought
Yes.
that this will enable the farmer to produce their own fertilizer, provided they are given the composting machine. So you were given a budget of 1 billion in 2 years ago,
yes, ma'am.
2021, and then 3 billion last year, this 2023.
Yes po, ma'am.
And then now I have asked the National Rice Program to give you a budget of 2 billion because I want every town in the Philippines to have a composter.
yes.
They can produce their own fertilizer.
Yes, thank you po, Madam
My
Chair.
question to you now, anong pangalan niyo po, ma'am?
Gina Nilo po, Dr. Gina Nilo.
Dr. Gina, ilan po ang composting machine na ngayon na
For 20
na ng DA?
yes sir, for 2022 po we have about 1,000 composting machine, and for this 2023 it's about 3,200 composting machine.
Lahat-lahat po ilan na?
So it's
Give or take,
it's more than 4,000 composting machine. CFBW po ang tawag namin doon.
Okay, good. Saan po ito na-distribute at sino po yung mga nakatanggap nito?
Okay,
Ano
so
po mga lugar?
thank you very much po. So these are distributed all over the country po, and meron po tayong qualification for the beneficiaries. So meron po tayong mga farmers association, meron din po tayong mga local government units, at and if this is for example, for the rice program, we give priorities to beneficiaries that are engaged in rice farming so that it will support the compost requirement or organic fertilizer requirement of our rice farmers. Similarly, kasama rin po dito yung ating mga organic agriculture program, corn program, high value program, because this is our way to promote adaptive balanced fertilization strategy. This is our response to rising costs of fertilizer, because the idea here is to combine the use of compost or organic fertilizer with inorganic fertilizer. In so doing, we also sustain the fertility of our soils, because the use of compost will increase the nutrient holding capacity of our soil, as well
Sa mga farm school na ito, na ang beneficiary ay mga anak ng farmers, tama? At nasaan na po ito mga graduates na ito? Can you give us a list, a breakdown?
Yes,
Kasi may mga balita raw po na wala naman talaga estudyante.
I cannot speak in behalf of TESDA, Your Honor, but I can speak.
Hindi, dapat nagmo-monitor po kayo kasi program niyo po ito.
Yes, sir.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Hindi porket pinasa nyo sa test at tatalikuran nyo na ito. Yung budget nang galing sa inyo dapat minomonitor nyo to make sure na well spent yung budget na binibigay nyo sa testa. To make sure na ito yung mga pinapadala yung eskola sa farm school ay talaga nag-aaral at meron silang tututunan at nakakatulong sa ating rice production.
We'll provide you with the list, Your Honor. We'll, together with the Farmer Field School, it is the Farmer Field School that TESDA is offering with...
Ilan po ang nag-graduate dito taon-taon?
From my list,
magkano po ang budget allocated dito para sa mga farm school na ito, ma'am?
TESDA has conducted a total of
yung number of graduates.
207,059.
27,000.
Yes.
Nasaan po itong 27,000 graduates?
Graduates po, sir.
Okay, nasaan na itong mga graduates na ito? Na nagagamit ba nila yung natutunan nila sa farm school?
It's all over the country, sir.
I know, pero namomonitor nyo ba? Dapat meron kayong monitoring system to make sure na itong mga estudyante na graduate dyan ay talagang may natututunan. Kasi kung hindi, then better change yung mga curriculum doon. Baka siguro kailangan nyo po ng mga experts.
Senator Tulfo, we did a study, the Philippine Institute of Development Study did a study of the comparison of the production of rice in Vietnam and the production of rice in the Philippines. The cost of producing rice in Vietnam is 6 pesos per kilo of palay. The Philippines, it's 12 pesos per kilo of palay. So it's double. So the idea is yung proceeds from the tariff on imported rice ibigay sa farmer para itaas ang yield nila, maging competitive sa Vietnamese farmer kasi sila pinakamababa And then that's why we created the Rice Competitiveness Enhancement Fund. Ngayon based on the study, ang problem kaya mahal ang ating palay kaysa sa Vietnam is una, mahal ang labor natin by 350 kasi ang difference is 6 pesos 350
naiipot na working capital na iyon na hindi nagagastos sa mga magsasaka ayon sa batas.
The NFA was given instruction by the president to procure as much palay as possible this season, and they're targeting about at least 500,000 metric tons.
So lalampas na po doon sa 350,000 metric tons.
And they plan to borrow if need be, if their current funds not enough.
Bakit po tayo uutang kung may hindi nagastos 2022 at
Regional Competitiveness Enhancement Program, because we were the only ones in ASEAN that did not accede to it yet, but we are now part of. But of course, marami pa rin agam-agam ang mga ibang sektor sa RCEP. In fact, the Deputy Minority Leader voted against it. And so, I will not name all the issues because you heard about it during our hearing of the RCEP, which I'm due to convene once again, para yung mga tanong ng Federation of Free Farmers, yung mga tanong.
Tatanggalan mo na parang, hindi, hanap tayo ng iba. Ito, alam mo na yung formula, nandito na, gumagana na, epektibo na, episyente na, tatanggalan mo. So, hindi po makatarungan ito, and I just wanted to put on record, I'll do my part here as a legislator, as part of the budget deliberation budget. I will look into this, and personal po sa akin ito, at maganda po na nai-confirm po natin sa departamento na ito yung largest agricultural region with 13.7%, number 1 in the rice producing, sa livestock at saka po sa fisheries. Salamat po. Pupunta na po ako dun sa pangalawang punto ko. Noong po June 2023, binanggit ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos doon sa First National Soil Health Summit. He noted that around 75% of the country's total cropland is vulnerable, and I quote, vulnerable to erosion in various degrees with agriculture losing 457 million tons of soil annually, and thus endangering the productivity of the sector and the country's food security. I'm concerned. I'm concerned about this, Your Honor, Madam Chair. If around 75% of our total cropland is vulnerable to erosion, while millions of hectares are either insufficiently fertile or degraded. May know the areas where there are alarming cases of this. Siguro yung status ng soil health. For example, yan, number 1, sinabi natin na largest agricultural region, yung Region 3. Ano po yung dyan, yung status? And siguro yung $1 million question, ano yung efforts na ginagawa natin? May budget po ba tayo para dito, para masiguro natin na handa po tayo dito sa maaaring mga mangyari? Salamat po. Siguro kahit pa sa
Working closely with NIA, ma'am. Ito ang maganda ngayon because yung NIA...
Alright guys, napakinggan po natin Rice Competitiva Enhancement Fund. Ayan ang sa PhilRice Agriculture Training and Institute or RCEP. Yan ang ating agenda proposed 2024 National Expenditure Program of Department of Agriculture and following attached agencies. Maraming salamat and peace out.